I'm worried about how well things are going to pan out.
So this is definitely what I was thinking when I saw the Trundle ban, is that they were considering, some sort of tank in the top lane. I thought it might have been something like the Ornn. It is, in fact, the K'Sante here Levi has, and may be punished at the Raptors or the Krugs. He's looking for him.
Levi is indeed looking for him. He'll recognize that the red is gone. The ward will spot out Tatu.
Knows he's there.
Kiaya looking for the collapse. Dodges away.
Yeah, Kiaya tracing after him. Tatu already blew that flash. He's going to get slowed down. There's the Q flash in, but it's going to be an E back. He goes unstoppable, pushes him back with the Pathmaker. Tatu is cooked. Levi with a fantastic... Actually lane against that. As Eris goes forward, is able to actually proc the Electrocute, get a bit of damage down. As IU will be playing heavily with his passive. Pathmaker, nice buffer there, does get the stun, and then another Q to follow it up. Can he find that Q3? Gigo trying to kite back, needs to be careful to avoid that third and Tofo strike. Will be able to do it for now, but he is getting quite low. Tatu in the area though, will they be able to actually chase down Kiaya? Remember, has no flash, doesn't quite get the stun against the wall, and he's just gonna take him in the 1v2. Gigo was too low. Kiaya back-to-back games with solo kills.
K'Sante is getting mistake means that this K'Sante is now gonna get very monstrous very quickly.
He's going to be so tanky, and Kiaya really can be that difference maker. Jungle is ahead, top lane is ahead, bot lane with that slight lead here. Looking very good already here for GAM. But they have
IU really getting the better of Artemis in the 1v1. The farm differential is basically nothing as the Grubs.
Yeah, the Tatu gets the stun onto Kiaya. Kiaya looking to get some damage down onto Gigo. Eris on the side, trying to get the damage down onto Toots. He lands the chain, but there's the Skarner ulti. It only connects onto one. Levi trying to fire back. Kiaya there with the team. They get the kill, they get the feat of warfare, and they get the reset. Levi now is in the Renekton. Flash stun from him. Tatu's gonna fall as well. It's a double for Levi. The star of GAM comes to life in this game, makes the early game read on the jungle path and gets the double kill. And they're going to be able to grab the objective off the back of it as well.
I will say, it was a bold play from Furia to try and fight
Elio in trouble here. Toots in a 1v2. How about that? Flash follow. Easy kill for the Azir. Toots will not be outdone.
We find ourselves in the midst of chaos 9 minutes into game 4. Furia finally get themselves their first kill of the game. The top lane tower for Gigo to get a bit of gold back in the matchup. But sure, a second of Dragon secured. I like the dive on top. The TP will come through from the Renekton.
Oh, they definitely want to try to look for a dive, but Tatu is in the area. Will he be able to actually pull it off? The culling is just ripping through him. Levi is fed, and Artemis gets the kill. And now we can actually take over the body, but IU is coming up here as well. They're going to try to look for more, but GAM execute on that play. Even though Furia had the read, the CC into just a full tanked culling was way too much for Gigo to be able to survive. They are looking for Eris down on the bot side, but we'll be able to just throw it out to safety.
Has the mobility to get away. Oh, but now IU is isolated in the top lane.
No flash, does have the exhaust. Can he outplay? He's gonna have to try to dodge. Gets the knock up, there's the last breath, the shield comes through. Will they be able to kill him off? Elio incredibly low, is barely able to survive there. Levi jumps out as well. They can't take down IU. Well played by the Yasuo.
Spawning in about 20 seconds. Furia.
Ooh. Oh, they're going to look. Nice combo there as Jojo knocks him back and he gets stunned to the wall immediately. Eris has to flash out, but will it even matter? Flash there to follow. They're trying to chase him down. Tatu used the flash, but he can't close the gap just yet. You can see IU moving down. Eris may have to try to look for an execute here, but I don't know if the kill tag has expired, and it definitely hasn't. Now hits him with a rock to the back of the head. They do eventually get the kill.
That means that the gap between the mid laners is only continuing to grow. Of course, we look at the rest of the map and it's still advantages across the board in favor of GAM. But when you think about the map pressure, it's Furia that's pushing in the bot lane. Furia caught the wave in mid. They're setting their sights on this bot tier 1.
Levi is there. They're just trying to force down the tower. Elio TP down. Now Artemis is going to arrive. Can they look to try to turn this around? Artemis trying to get some damage down, but the tower is getting lower and lower as Kiaya is looking for another solo bolo on the top side. Gigo flashes out, but will Kiaya spend the flash to follow? He's going to go for it, and he's going to get it. Kiaya with another solo kill, not to be outdone.
They'll set their sights on the bot tier 1.
And he may just be going collector second here. Really aggressive build with the Viego. Definitely can put out incredible amounts of burst. Kiaya now here around mid lane. Jojo just has to headbutt him back as IU did not want to get chased down. But remember, while you are watching the action unfold, keep an eye out for exclusive drops just for tuning in to MSI. All you need to do is be logged in and watching on LOLEsports.com for a chance to score in-game loot. As GAM continue pushing this pressure forward, the Dragon is up. They use the Herald to take that mid-tier 1, and now they are looking to move and grab another Dragon. This would be their third of the game.
The bot wave's in an awkward spot for GAM. They decided to just bring Kiaya over towards the Drake. They want to make sure that they can get this to put themselves on soul point. Tatu is in the area, a level down, but now the rest of Furia have regrouped. They're looking to contest.
Yeah, they absolutely are, and Furia are much more grouped. Eris is on the side by himself here. Levi, Kiaya focusing down this Dragon, but you can see the damage coming in from Toots already, as there's Eris looking for some poke onto IU, but the combo, the Skarner ultimate, grabs them all, and GAM are thrown into the grinder. Furia will not be out team fought. They crush the fight again. Every single time when you think they're down, they get back up and they hit you in the face.
There was Lucian kind of spread off from the main bulk of the force that was focusing down the Dragon.
And I feel like GAM's frontline just got a little bit overconfident. We'll see if Toots has done the same now. Jojo trying to get in here to help him out. There's the flash forward from Levi, but look at Eris. He's just deleted. It's a 1v2. No problem there for Toots as he gets one back. The question is, can they get more? Elio slowing down Jojo. Will set him up. Gonna be able to pop the ulti to break that, but here comes Levi. Great sidestep there from Jojo. He will eventually be ran down. The question is, can they get something else? Jojo, IU just drops the wind wall, tries to keep his jungler safe, and will be able to do so. Levi has this big gold advantage. They want to try to use it. Remember, Jojo has no ulti from that bot lane death, and he's gonna die again. The question is, how aggressive do they get with this? You can see pings are already there over onto the Otacon.
And you can see that GAM is very good at just finding these picks. Furia is disrespecting. They did win a team fight, but that doesn't suddenly mean that you're so much stronger than GAM. They have the numbers, they're finding good catches, and with the TP being invested, they're securing an Otacon.
They're going to grab this Otacon. Yep, no chance of a steal here. Tatu not in the area. A relatively short-range character. You get in the mix, then the wind wall comes down. You're trying to reposition around that without getting hit by a Renekton stun or a combo from Jojo or a knockup. But it's GAM already positioning aggressively. Kiaya looking for something here on a Jojo. He's going to pop the ult, and in comes Tatu. Quigo is here as well. Kiaya trying to kite back now with Artemis, as Kiaya took the worst end of that. Does not have his teleport available. Toots was kind of just free hitting, but it did mean the ultimate was spent from both Gigo and Jojo, so they could be vulnerable. Furia, though, pushing forward, eyes on this tier 1
used in exchange, but they still have the Cassante and the Viego ult available along with the Cullen.
But they just can't walk through Toots. Look at this. Kiai is trying to get aggressive here, but he's just going to get knocked down. He's incredibly low. He's CC'd and he's killed. Artemis now, the job is up to him. Can he and Eris make something happen? The wind wall says no to the culling, as Gigo's going to be spotted out on the side. Eris low, Elio low, Artemis on the run. Gigo behind them still, looking for this Lucian, hunting, going for the stun. The barriers popped early. Eris trying to turn around onto Gigo. Gigo has to flash out to the other side. It's Toots and it's IU, and they've got Levi. Levi will draw his last breath as he's knocked down by the Yasuo. GAM are running for the hills, but Furia want even more. They take Artemis, and they are damn well sure going to take the Dragon as well.
The front line just evaporates for GAM. Azael, you were talking about how difficult it is for GAM to approach. Oh, Eris at the very least gets a kill back. Shuts down Gigo and gets a bit of gold back into his pocket, but the Dragon is still going to fall in favor of Furia. The fights are going the way of Furia, and I feel like it all comes down to this man in the mid lane, the Emperor of the Sands.
A ton done, but it's a one-man army. The Emperor on the other side, Toots has just been killing it. Eris trying to take down this tower, but kind of disrespecting the damage there from Gigo. Takes a couple tower shots for his trouble and will be sent packing.
The Baron now makes its way onto the Rift with the Dragons equalized. This could be a tool used to force a fight.
Artemis, Levi are here. They're looking for Tatu. They're going to go in for it. They pull the trigger on the teleport. Ayu's coming over as well. Eris still incredibly low. Gigo has no ultimate, but now in comes Toots. He is the problem. Do they have the answer? Great combo from Jojo. Sets up for Ayu, but he's going to be stunned to the wall by the stolen body of the Skarner. And it's a double for Levi. He's getting the resets, and Levi is going crazy. Levi pulls the fight out from nowhere. GAM get a clean ace. They'll get the Baron, and they do not want to go down in game number 4.
One by one, Furia walk into the meat grinder that is Levi. He picks them apart. And in the straight up front to back 5v5, we've seen Furia get the better of GAM. But when it just turns into Levi versus...
For the LeBlanc, getting that really short cooldown on the ulti helps with the poke. Gigo fighting aggressively here, but he's against Kiaya and Levi. Kiaya can tank the tower for days. Gigo, though, still surviving for now. Are they going to be able to knock him down? Kiaya's got to get out of tower range. They do get the kill, and now it's Tatu that's in trouble on the other side, as the culling won't quite be enough damage to knock him down. Toots, though, holding strong here in that bot lane, defending the tower, as IU takes over the responsibilities in mid lane.
Levi is playing with nothing but confidence, acting as the driving force right now for GAM. They find another pick in mid, convert it into a tower. They're gonna secure another one here in the bot lane.
6K.
And GAM plays out. Dragon started off. I think Furia is just gonna give this one up.
Yeah, they are going to give it. I think it's the right choice. I really liked how GAM played that Baron. They kept the pressure on. They never allowed Furia to enter their jungle, so they couldn't get any vision to even approach the Dragon. Just denied any possibility of a fight. Was really well done. The last Whisper now done as well for Levi, so Gigo could be in some trouble tanking that culling, and he is just getting burst down under his tower. Not even safe there, but Toots is trying to turn around. Look at this damage coming through from the Azir. Levi barely survives. Jojo may want more. Does have the flash, but I don't think he's going to be able to get...
Deep vision control on the top side of the map.
Oh, Kiaya in a potential 1v2 here. Gigo is around, as is IU. He gets the bad news. They don't have a teleport to back him up. He's going to have to take this fight by himself. We'll see if he can actually do it. Going to go unstoppable as he goes over the wall. Can he actually kite out Gigo? He's trying to. Gigo has the slice, has the dice though. Nice and Tovo strikes, knocking him up, trying to buy the time.
They can't kill him.
Kasante Gaming, the Pathmaker, looking to try to go for the fight here. GAM is in a 4v5 until Eris can reconvene with the rest of the team. Tato is able to help push us out. He's trying to ward them away, make it difficult for the Viego. That's his job. He's got to be the one putting the CC down on Levi if he goes aggressive.
Poke being thrown, nothing too serious so far. The Dragon now the priority. GAM on Soul Point, they can use this to their advantage to try and threaten the Baron themselves.
Eris again. Oh, Eris could be caught here. Toots is looking for him, and he's just autoing him to death. He does land the chains, but are they going to be able to turn this around? Exhaust comes down onto Toots. Toots in trouble now. But on the other side, the Skarner ult is going to land, and it's Levi into the back line. It's Levi on a rampage, and it's Levi's world. You're just living in it. He takes over the Azir. He's taking over the fight. He's taking over the series. GAM win the fight and are going to push us to a game number 5.
The death timers are so long. GAM still have 4 members alive. Tatu is trying to catch the wave so he can buy time. Eris is not going to allow that to happen.
Yeah, they're just going to run down Tatu, try as he might. His efforts are in vain. This game was about one man, and it was about one man only. Levi on the Viego went crazy. GAM are able to find a way to push back, to fight back, and to force us all the way. We're going the distance. It's going to be a game number 5 between Furia and GAM. Cue up Silver Scrapes.